Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for day 5 of my Christmas project tutorial series. This is the glitter that was left over from yesterday's glitter ornaments, and so we're going to use that today and to create a really cute little acetate Christmas card. But before we start, I just wanted to show you the ornament from yesterday. It's finished now and I've popped the top back in, so it looks fantastic, and I also made some green ones as well. That's in the Kiwi Kiss re-inker, so they just look really cute, and I'm going to put those all together back in the box that they came in as a Christmas gift for a friend of mine. So I just wanted to show you those all finished and looking fantastic. So let's get started on today's project. As I said, we're creating a Christmas card today. And this is just clear acetate that I bought from Officeworks. This is a thicker style acetate. It's not just a transparency sheet. It comes in a packet, I think it's called binding covers, and you'll find that near the binding combs at Officeworks, as I said. And so I've just popped, I cut my card down to the size that I wanted it, then folded it in half, and you'll need a bone scorer to fold this crisply because it's acetate and it's a bit thicker than card. And then I put the front cover through my Cuttlebug, and this is an embossing folder from last year's Christmas release, and it's, I hope you can see, it's just little ornaments and they're really cute. So that's the embossing folder that I've used. Then for the inside of the card, I've just got some normal copy paper cut down to the same size as the card and folded that in half as well, and that will just pop inside so that you can write your greeting and everything on the inside. But before we put the card all together, I'm just going to open that back out and put my glitter into a little container that's accessible for me. So I'll just pop that in there. And then you'll need like a paddle pop stick or a little spoon to lift that out to work with. So I've just got a paddle pop stick there, something fine that will allow you to work with a small amount of the glitter. And then I've got a two-way glue pen. This is the same as the Stampin' Up! Two-way glue pen. This is one that I already had, so I didn't need to buy a new one when I joined Stampin' Up! And I'm just going to put some glue on the inside of the card, so to the back behind the acetate, and just going to pop some glue in the shapes that I've embossed. And then grab some of my glitter and then just sprinkle that over the glue. And just use that paddle pop stick or whatever you're using, a little spoon or something, just to sort of give that a little bit of a push. You don't want to shift it around too much, just kind of pushing it into the glue a little bit. And then shake off your excess. And of course I forgot to rub the acetate with my embossing buddy first. You need to do that before you start, actually. So that you don't end up with all these stray little pieces around where you don't want them. So I'm just using my finger to wipe those away, but it means I'm ending it up with glitter all over my fingers. So make sure you use that embossing buddy first. Okay, and then taking my glue and just adding it, as I said, to the embossed areas of the ornaments, and continuing to add glitter to those as well. So I'll keep doing that, and I'll be back in a minute to show you the finished product. Okay, so I've finished applying my glitter, and that's what it looks like from the front now. So I'm ready to put my insert into my card. And then to secure it in place, I'm just going to use some Riding Hood red taffeta ribbon, And I've chosen Riding Hood Red because that was the ink that I used in the bauble when I created the glitter, so I know that it will match. So I'm just going to, I've popped my insert inside so that the fold is matching the fold of the base card, and then I'm just going to tie the ribbon around the entire card, including the insert, and then tie it on the outside. So that will hold the insert to the card. And I'm just going to repress that fold. Because I've had it open, it's come a little bit loose. And then it's personal choice whether you tie with a knot or a bow. I tend to prefer knots, so I'm going to try that first and see how I like the look of it. And if I'm not happy, then I'll just add a bow. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So I'll trim, I'm happy with my knot. That's probably my parcel lady, so I'll be back in a minute. I'm back, and that wasn't the parcel lady, that was my friend Lynn. So hi Lynn, she was just stopping by for a quick visit, but I'm glad that she did, because I left the card sitting here, and then when I came back to it, I decided that this was too much Riding Hood Red, so I'm going to change this ribbon, and I'm going to use the Kiwi Kiss satin ribbon instead. And so I'll just pop that around and tie it off. It's sometimes useful when you're creating a project to just leave it for a little while, 20 minutes or so, and then come back and have another look and decide if you're still happy with it. Okay, so just tying a knot in this ribbon. And I'm just going to pull that tight and trim that down. And then, because I have introduced a new colour and I want to add a sentiment down here, I'm going to use the Kiwi Kiss cardstock. And we're just punching that with my scallop oval punch. And then on Whisper White cardstock, I'm going to stamp the Christmas greeting from Best Yet in Riding Hood Red ink. And I'm punching that out with my large oval punch. And then I'm going to stamp, adhere that to this scallop oval with snail adhesive. And then I'll just stick that to the front of my card with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And that's done. That is my acetate Christmas card with homemade dyed dazzling diamonds. Hope you've enjoyed day 5 of my 12 Days of Christmas project tutorial series, and I'll see you again tomorrow for day 6.